What's happening, everybody? We are here at Kangaroo's Book Club. We have something fresh out of our pouch. This is Underworlds, Hyperworlds. We're going to read a letter that I think is perfect for you. This is from his section. It's a collection of essays on magic, tantra, and Jason Louv. Ton of good shit. Look him up. Anyway, here we go. Dear student, we commend you for your decision to enroll in our educational program at our academy. We recognize that you have a choice when seeking alternative education, and we are sure we will live up to your expectations. Choosing to remove yourself from the normal course of human life is no small matter, though we celebrate your clear passion to learn, your acumen in finding our school, and your exemplary performance on your entrance exams. We remind you that the illusory nature of the world is maintained wholly by and for the best interests of those who dwell in it, yourself included. Upon graduation from the academy, you will be required to return to and make your way in the world. With degree in hand, however, we are confident that you will more easily find your way to a successful life and will be able to compete with the best in today's marketplace. Your classes will begin Monday. Please find an enclosed short prospectus of the work you will be expected to complete in preparation for obtaining your degree, while other institutions you have may been involved with during this time have so far institutions you may have been involved with during the time you have so far elapsed the planet, schools, family, peer groups, and government, religions, and media have been established in order to educate you. At the academy, we are concerned with your de-education and the reversal of that which you have learned and experienced up to this point. We are licensed by the highest authorities to use a wide array of the most modern and scientifically advanced methods currently existing on the planet in order to achieve this. Please also find the attached waiver form clearing us of any legal responsibility for your physical, emotional, or karmic welfare during this time in our school. You will be required to sign in and bring this form with you on your first day of class. During their de-education and de-testing, students will be required to pursue proficiency in identifying and demonstrating the illusory nature of 36 principles or veils which separate them from the infinite. Initial study and experimentation will be conducted upon the constitution of matter and the physical world. In your worldly exoteric education, you will have hopefully gained at least a passing knowledge of physics or be aware of superstring or M theory and that the universe is composed at base vibrations of tiny supersymmetric strings. However, at our academy, you will be introduced to the 5 esoteric principles, earth, water, fire, air, and space, which exist behind the vibration of matter and which form all matter is constituted and patterned. Through practical hands-on classroom experimentation with the manipulation of these principles via meditation and ritual, students will soon be able to demonstrate the illusory and arbitrarily malleable nature of matter and their instructors' full satisfaction. The next stage of this work will be conducted with the students' perceptual and mental faculties themselves, in which the false identification with the further 18 veils of illusion dwelling therein will be removed from each student. The first 5, smelling, tasting, seeing, touching, and hearing, constitute the students' 5 perceptions, and instructors are well trained and practically demonstrate the extreme limitations of the senses in relaying legitimate data whatsoever. Directly thereafter, the 5 subtle elements of smell, taste, sight, such texture themselves will be demonstrated as illusions in and of themselves. Once the false identification with perceptions and perceivables is removed, will so each student's false identification with their actions. Here are the students' powers of speech, grasping, moving, speaking, and procreation, which will be shown to have no agency or origination whatsoever in anything approximating the student's true self, and to be, at this stage, a distraction from the true self. We warn in advance that during this stage the student will likely experience extreme disorientation and agitation as the faculties and perception and action they previously identified as belonging to and constituting themselves as individuals are disproved as being anything but flickering picture shows on the movie screen of the mind. We remind you, however, that we are certified professionals and you need have no fear, for we will quickly proceed to assist you in the reversal of the next underlying principles. These are the mind's constructed image of the world, the mind's constructed image of the self, and their entirely illusory proceedings of the vast drama of your mind constructs from you from your unreal perceptions of unreal things. Having completed the lessons of the external departments and gone completely inward, the student will soon see that the, quote, world is an interplay between the false belief that anything exists separately from the self and the false belief that self exists separately from anything. Lessons will be immediately commenced on identifying and decommissioning the functioning consciousness that maintains the sense of a limited rather than an infinite and immortal self. Before considering removing this function of consciousness, students are asked to take note that it is maintained for the exact same reason that moviegoers pretend not to know that the hero will or will not defuse the bomb and get the girl at the end, even when everybody knows deep down that's what happens every time. There are 5 forces of limitation that maintain the illusion of self. These are the illusions of limited ability, limited understanding, limited willpower, and the illusion of linear time, and the illusion of singular locality. We'll wait for this car because this is where we're going to close shortly. Beyond the veil of this limitation dwell the 3 functions of divinity: the power to create, the awareness of creation, and the will to create itself, and divinity itself, that is, the interplay of unlimited consciousness and unlimited creation, both of which themselves emanate from the Absolute. My dog nearly got hit. We refer to this as the principal's office, and it is here that we will completely turn off the mind cell. Having gained a better and more comprehensive grasp of the workings of the universe, students are, of course, free, even encouraged, to reconstitute the 36 veils of illusion we will have at this point, train them to identify and remove, and return to their worldly vocation along with the gift of identification with true reality. Quiet on the set. Particularly motivated students, of course, will be pleased to know that the completion of our program will open wholly new higher educational opportunities and career options previously unavailable or even previously hidden to them. Our careers department will be more than pleased to assist you in finding a new track should you choose. Please make sure you've enjoyed a good night's rest before reporting to your first class Monday. Should you be successful in your studies, and with a bit of luck, it may be the last sleep you ever get. Fiat Lux. Sincerely, Louv.